Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. It is 11:47 in Honolulu, 5:47 in New York on Wednesday, 13th day of September 2023, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. Unlike yesterday's dramatic double-digit decline in gold that was primarily due to technical trading and very little input from the dollar, as you can see on this daily chart, with the dollar index candlestick yesterday forming almost a pure doji or unchanged from open to closing price. Today, the dollar continued its upward momentum, rising 0.21% and taking the dollar index to 104.758. Unlike yesterday's strong decline in gold, breaking below the 61.8% retracement, today's decline was much more muted with a sell-off of roughly $4.50. It is the low that we want to focus on first, coming in at $1,927.20. That is just below the 78% Fibonacci retracement, which is an extremely deep but still acceptable level to conclude, and to view this recent decline as a correction of a pivot from bearish to bullish rather than a continuation of the bearish trend, which began in May of 2023 after gold hit the record high this year above $2,000 per ounce. A break below $1,914 would negate the assumption that this particular price point that occurred in August was a pivot in which we saw a reversal of major trend from bearish to bullish, and in fact is a continuation of this long-standing correction that began back in May. We based our assumption that $1,914 could in fact be the end of a corrective period, partially due to our Elliott wave count, which looked at this high that came in May as being the conclusion of a impulse wave 5, and the correction that followed was a B, C correction because $1,913 matched up with an area of resistance here as well as resistance here. And we know that support and resistance are part and parcel of the same equation. This means if this assumption is still correct, we would need to see gold find support somewhere between $1,930, but no lower than $1,914 this recent low. And after finding support, we would need to see follow through with the next rally moving above $1,980, making a higher high. But first, we need to see gold hold this critical level, finding support above this recent low at $1,914. And one of the primary components as to whether or not gold does find support at the areas we just spoke about is dollar strength, whether that continues or if we see this recent top at 105.13 actually be a point of major resistance. We base that potential on the fact that that price point matches up with the highs that came in January of this year, which means that if dollar strength does in fact return as we saw it do today, will it find major resistance at this price point just above 105 on the dollar index. Lastly, I do want to take a look at silver. We spoke about the possibility for silver to find potential support right around $23 and change. We are currently trading just above that, but a break below that would be significant because that could indicate that we could see silver travel lower to about $22.50. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.